But they are not in the majority. Yorubas are just not interested in the politics.
I know. It's so sad.
Just need to get them interested. Papa.
So sad. That's another thing. I was I wrote on Shore's page at the time ago that look, if you try and team up with Peter Obi, and some of these other guys, possibly with the PDP, from the PDP as well, form an alliance, and then a formidable force would be necessary to chase these people out of power.
You're right.
But it was just like everybody doing their own thing. Nobody was listening to each other, wanting to be the boss or whatever. I don't know. This attitude is not going to lead us anywhere. I believe that the earlier they unite together, it doesn't matter how we get these people out of power. We have to chase them out. I mean, enough is enough. They've destroyed our country, and we cannot continue like this. Can you imagine a country that's sitting on gold, sitting on heavy amount of
flowing
gas,
with milk and honey.
Oh yeah,
and the people are already like living like paupers.
Oh my God,
it's unfortunate, Victor.
I mean, we have to do something about this. We just have to.
It starts from the revolution of the mind. People needed to be re-educated. We need to unlearn and relearn a lot of things, but we will get there, I believe.
And like the last caller called, said, the real problem of Nigeria, that people that are making life a lot more difficult for us to be able to get, turn things around are this judiciary. The judiciary, the police, and the customs are the problem of Nigeria. These three organs, they are the one that is making things to be slowing down or not to work at all in our society in Nigeria. The moment we're able to deal with these three organs, you will see that Nigeria will turn around.
I agree. Thank you so much, Victor. Okay,
Thank you, bro.
We'll probably be going back and forth, but sometimes let our discipline. All right. And I appreciate the fact that from the perspective you joined the whole convo, okay? Say me word to everyone.
God bless you.
You have a good one, sir.
And extend my greetings to your family, bro. Bye.
Thank you so much. You have a good one, okay?
Okay.
Yes, sir. So that's Victor from Frankfurt, Germany, right? Thank you so much. Okay, somebody said my perspective of Akintola is wrong. Well, I think I hold the right to be wrong. But history is never wrong. And I have a lot of them here. Okay? I do not deal on hearsays. I have evidence of all the record of the actions of all of them here. Right? Blood on the Niger. Here is one of them. The untold story of the Nigerian Civil War. Why we struck the history of the first, the history of the first Republic politicians, the tropical dependency. And what else do I have there? Okay, I think there should be a lot of records that are not just the hearsays, what people had to say, and all of that. So if I do not have the record of these guys, then it's either I am reading the wrong history. But I promise you that I have also listened to the audios. The radio program of S.L. Akintola, his kind of message, and all of that. Àwọn ará òkè ọya, àwọn ọmọ Igbo tí wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kópa àwọn ọmọ Igbo tí ń gbagbá wọ́n ti ń gba àwo. You see all these ọmọ Igbo things you are hearing today. It didn't start today. Okay? So all this ará òkè ọya tí wọ́n fẹ́ wá kó wa lẹ́rú, àwọn kìnnìkan fẹ́ wá kó wa lẹ́rú, wọ́n fẹ́ kó Yorùbá lẹ́rú. All the kind of politics of hatred in a supposed newly independent country. And of course, when Awolowo got arrested by Tafawa Balewa government in 1963 and everything that followed. So please don't ever tell me that what I know about S.L. Akintola is incorrect, okay? So maybe because we are not talking about him now, all right? Including everything I know on Nnamdi Azikiwe and Awolowo himself. All of their roles. That's why I said, yeah, I've read their history. And all of our past leaders,
they are not all saints or all evil. Okay? Enough that when you read their history, the thing you can say is, please, just be a student of history. Don't be a prisoner of history. Because if you decided to actually follow any of their path, you will continue their war. And these guys are dead. Their actions or inactions, good or bad, led us to where we are today. So I am not somebody who relies on hearsays. I read. When I say I read extensively, right? And that's why we choose to kind of start reading on this platform at a point. So we decided to kind of have other things to discuss, right? So yeah, I have a caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Maego.
Good evening to you, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you. I was the one yesterday that called about, the bank issue. I did not know that, I would cause wahala. If I knew,
Maybe because of the way you said it. You know, a lot of people listen to this program, Baba. A lot of people. Seriously.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yes.
I'm glad you are
I
back
was
again,
just
though.
trying to point out how corrupt the system has become, because when I left Nigeria, even though that was over a decade ago, that would have never been possible. But that's not why I'm calling today. Why I'm calling today is that, the last caller said that, oh, we need to organize, we need to do this, we need to do that. The rich in Nigeria, right? Or let's just say the middle class, because they think they are rich. They are the ones that will have to come together, because the poor cannot afford to hear our voices. Here we see 1,500 people. Even if people from Nigeria are watching it, right? The poor, which is the majority of the people, they cannot afford this basic internet to listen to this kind of opinions. The only people that have our opinions are people that left Nigeria and then came back to Nigeria, or the rich and the middle class. The rich and the middle class, it's not as if they don't know these things, though, but they will rather do I better pass my neighbor. The youth themselves, they just want to live soft life. They don't want to struggle. They don't want to hustle. Even if you go out and protest, they will look down on you. So if the rich are not going to come out to do it, how do we reach the poor? Because we cannot reach them on the internet. No matter how much awareness we do. And that's where these politicians beat us with. Because they know how to reach this grassroots level. They know how to reach the poor. They know how to mobilize the poor. These poor people, they cannot afford internet. We in the diaspora need to find a way to reach these people, because they are the majority of the population. Forget the educated middle class, forget the rich. They know what to do, but they choose not to do anything about it because they prefer the past. That is what we should be thinking about. How we, because
afford some of these things before they lose that privilege, they better do something now, because the poor has already been already conquered, weakened. Baba. And it's just that some of them are pushing it. It is still being passed around, I am okay. You have a point, though.
So just wanted to say, we need to poor. In the past, what the things you are saying is not brand new to them. They drink here.
Okay, thank you much. We have just about 20 minutes to go. Me trying to remind all of us. I know it all. I keep saying that too. Okay, you may not have a chance of calling in. All right, and then the most chance you have is to type your comments and all of that. Great. I usually love it if somebody who says, "So I disagree with you on that point, Mayegun, so I can listen to you like fully." You should try and call in. Okay, you don't have to agree with me. There's no point in you agreeing with me all the time. I can agree with you, even though I can disagree with you as well without being disagreeable. The purpose of the platform is to probably learn from each other, right? So it is not when you are outrightly like write people off, right? You are. I mean, if you disagree with what I say, I would love to know why and from perspective as well. Okay, so no one is what do you call it? No one has a monopoly of knowledge. We are all learning from from one another, right? Here is the first one, I believe. Hello. Oh, I did not get you then. Are you there? Okay, sorry about that. Sometimes people even try to call in and the network will just not connect them, unfortunately. But here, hello, sir.
What's going on, boss?
I'm very well, oh, right? No. Go on.
I seem to be lucky again.
Yeah, lucky you. Somebody was on the line, but they just hung there, like. And I do feel sorry for people like that, you know. It's like trying and trying, then you get your call taken, only for the network to just like you in there.
Getting you is like a camel. It's like a camel going through the eye of a needle.
Tell me about it, man. Well, lucky you though. How are you, sir?
Yeah, thank you so much for picking up my call. I think I will still consider myself to be very lucky to be on your platform. That it's just one of the smart places to get an updated news, and it just shows that everybody that listens to you, we are not zombies. You know, we reason with what you're saying.
Yes.
We actually reason along what you're talking about, and we apply our mind. We're not like the Agbadorians that they just throw out maize to them and they just quiet.
The ones that my brother, you are right. Yeah, you are very right.
You can see a guy called in now. He knew he made a mistake, and he called in and just saw, and he was able to tread properly and see what's going on. And that is how it should be. That is how it should be. We all make mistakes, and we just but people make mistakes. Agbadorians can keep
we double down,
mistakes. They'll double down on the crash, on the whatever it is they actually, which is okay on their side. The other thing I really want to point out is a guy called in earlier, like two calls before the last guy. But it's still hopeful. Let me help him, inflate his bubbles, and I'll pop it at the end of the day.
Right.
They can go all the way with. I mean, I support Obio, so they can go all the way preparing for 2027. Who do you want to stand against? You want to stand against Tinubu 2027?
You play ignoring the obvious.
You played a clip earlier on Daily Momo.
I can go along with them. Sure, you get.
Yeah,
people are ignoring what is really real to what they are imagining. But it's all right. Yeah, let's go on.
Sometimes I call. I said, look, me, I'm a realist. I'm not going to support. And if I have to be in Nigeria, there's no way I'm going to support anybody because
I won't be part of any election in that place.
It's not.
No way.
It's not. If I still go along supporting Obi, he's not going to win.
No.
How? Just look at the template we have on ground. With which judiciary, which courts are you taking? How can you even make it out of that country voting for anybody? It's not gonna work. So this idea of waiting for 2027, let's don't fool ourselves. Let's be real for once. Another thing I want to actually address is, people really want to go out there and face out these politicians. This is what Tinubu, this is his strategy. He is not even using the police. These are the people he's using. I was speaking with a friend yesterday morning.
Right.
He said, look, people really want to be out there. You know what they use? What? They use the MC Oluomo, the area boys. It's what they use to cow everybody into their shell. So it's not even the police now people are even scared of. Because, of course, you know the police station. And the police don't even know your house. The only person that knows your house is the area boy.
Yes.
He knows your parents. He knows the route you're taking to work. So our main mission that I'm still looking at, because I told you, I'm a realist. If we have to look at the small, let's fight the small war before we go with the big one. Let's look how we can deal with all these top dogs among the area boys.
Neutralize them for real.
Neutralize the big ones. The Americans, the way they want to take out these terrorists. They don't have to go with everybody. They take out the big boys. And if another one comes out and says, look, I'm taking over from the big boy, they take him out as well. So we have to find a way to disarm these guys so that people can be free to express what they feel inside them. Because the police and the soldier is not what they are scared of anymore. It is the guys
who
on the
have problem with those who always brag that they are cultists, cult boys, you know. Like they all have what it takes to probably do something positive for humanity for once. Do you get that now?
Absolutely.
But they won't.
Absolutely.
They all flex their muscle on the weak lanes among them, and that is us. It's unfortunate.
Absolutely. So I don't know. That's just my take. Thank you so much.
God bless you, bro. Thank you very much again for adding yours as well, like everyone else. Okay. So yeah, the line is still pretty much there. I love it when people stick to time. It saves a lot of time. Say it's teaching time saves 9. Yeah. So thank you so much. Let's see if we finally get this caller through. Is that you, Air Force One?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Bless you. Baba, how are you?
Yes, sir. Aku ìròyìn ni o.
Well, one year.
This one is crazy, man. So, first of all, I have a question. Who is that guy? Is he a Mexican or Englishman or who is that idiot? So what that guy got to do with us?
They didn't tell us his rank. They just said, the Nigerian media just said, World Bank said, and they played me that video. I was like, who the hell is this guy?
That's what I'm saying. From here, out of nowhere or from nowhere, who can dominate? Who they appear? Who they Brazilian Mescapo? Adi?
Now they are quoting him now. And the likes of a shitty man, Tifnubu and Co. They are now saying, you see, we told you, Tifnubu is on the right track. All these things that we are going through is just a temporary thing. It's just now just 15 years. After 15 years,
Baba,
Nigeria will become a great country in Africa. I was like,
okay, all right. So even a layman that doesn't have any idea about economy, let's even vet these guys. Okay? Whatever they've been saying, whatever they've been verbalizing, I didn't give a fuck about whatever they've been saying. But my point is their action even portraying or channeling towards that direction that this economy is going to work? No. You guys are buying private jets. You are buying Escalades. You are giving yourself 200 million naira to buy SUV, Land Cruisers, and Lexus. And you are telling Nigerians to be patient. It's a baby pain. I'm sure Bobo yen, in fact, one originate Bobo yen Wali, Bobo to sorrow yen. I'm telling you, sir. No. It's common sense here. It's common sense here because let me tell you, sir. They need somebody international to back up whatever bullshit they are doing to make it look real to common Nigerians. And I keep saying this. I said it before. Even another Nigerian in Nigeria doesn't even know nothing about his country or our country. Talk less of knowing what is going on in the government right now, sir. So whatever anything they spill and they give it to them, they take it.
They just reject it.
15 years. 15.
Like,
and you know,
it doesn't make any sense. The country is economically dead, right? Indebted. And you are saying that for 40 years, Nigeria has been wasting money on nothing. And now is the time. Is Nigeria now saving money? Is Nigeria not being debt? I mean, dipped in deeper debts right now. So you, World Bank, you have given them like a 6.8 billion. Now, if we ask you, World Bank, money you gave to them, where did they invest it? You can't answer us. But you want
and why do you even keep giving them?
Nigeria will become top economy. How?
How? That's my question right there, sir. How? You see, this way they are running things and spending money and try to create all sorts of parastatals and not even cutting costs. This is just with big bellies and Agbada, they are talking about creating. What is that thing? The earlier video that you play about Air Force or whatever. What is that thing? Maybe
planning to
something
to establish Bola Tinubu University. Can you imagine?
I want to see you. Baba, I don't know anymore, man. I don't know. I don't know.
It's frustrating, Baba. Exhausting as well.
I don't know. I don't know.
Bless you,
I
Baba.
don't know, sir.
Thank you so much, though.
Thank you, sir.
You have a good
Have a good night.
Baba. And you too. See, we have quite a limited time now to go. And this is just for you that still want to add your voice, okay? It doesn't seem like it's busy anymore, right? I would advise those who still have, those who are still yet to like the broadcast, so to say. It's just a reminder, right? Please like it and share it, okay? So a very big thank you to my super chatters, especially Sir Olagbemi. Thank you so much, okay, for your super chat. So, you know, our lady Joy Oko, thank you. Our lady Latu, I don't know, thank you. And to everyone else, the callers, the likers, the sharers, the commenters, everyone that makes this platform so interesting, right? You all are here to make it the evening worthwhile for everyone. Okay, so thank you. If you haven't really liked this, please do. I have a caller. Hello there.
Hello, Maigun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
This is Otumaigun calling from Eastern Texas.
Kabiesio Otun. Thank you so
God
much,
bless
sir.
you.
You're live.
Thank you. Thank you for all what you have been doing, Maigun.
Thank you, sir.
And I believe we Nigerians are always listening. Maigun,
Baba.
I have two things to say on your program tonight.
You are welcome. I'm fire on, sir. Yes, sir. Go on.
Thank you. The first one is just to remind you and all Nigerians that Tinubu, who because of creation of additional local government during Obasanjo time, now and use all Yorubas to all means to fight Obasanjo.
Yes.
Tinubu now has been on the throne of Nigerian president going to 2 years now, for 18 months now. In the idea, the 419, the deceived idea that Tinubu came from, because creation of more local government that time was number one dignity that give Tinubu recognition in the whole Southwest, if not whole Nigeria.
Hear so much about Yoruba, but
thank you very much for people, grassroots. Now, Mayogun, today, for 18 months now, that Tinubu, if you remember that time, even Wasiu Ayinde sing a case, you know, to cut long story short, to the extent that even when Tinubu was ruling, the enemy between him and Baba Obasanjo then lasted to the extent that when he exit in 2007, it was Fashola that collected money from this man that died, late Yaradua. Now, to cut my long story short, today, Tinubu has become, for 18 months, he has not been able to pass that creation of local government into law.
Even said he's giving autonomy to local government areas. But
Mayogun, thank you very much. That's number one. Number two, they are going to collect now. Let Nigeria know this. Tinubu has now reversed the local government, the LCDA he created. Lagos State want to do election. Our next election is going to be on 20 local governments.
Yes.
This is an information. Mayogun, I want you, please use your platform to just to remind Nigerians, to remind Lagosians, and to remind Nigerians. This is a fraud.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always
now. Yeah. Now, you see, Michael, the last time I called on this program, I say a lot of things.
Mm.
But I told you then that our people, we are not going to have protests.